Good morning, crew. It's actually quite a lovely morning out here. It was rainy yesterday. Today is the 8th of March, and just wanted to give you an update on how things are here in Carnarvon. So, to start with, I want to respond to your video yesterday. Despite the fact you haven't uploaded a video about the rectory, you have a shared photo album, and I get updates when you add pictures there. So I've had the opportunity to see a lot of the pictures, so I can see some of the stuff that's going on there, which is nice. So I'm not completely in the dark. I am curious, though, what's going on with the can-can. Did you decide to redo the roof there? And has Beth seen it yet? And what was her reaction? So those are questions that I had. The issue of my office chair. Yeah, I could spend more money on an office chair, but honestly, I don't find it makes that big of a difference for me if it's a expensive office chair. I mean, the problem is that these institutional stacking chairs that I'm sitting on are not high enough quality, and I really think that the 35-pound office chair is going to do the job. I'm not that worried about the needing a 100-pound office chair. But that said, I will upgrade if it's bothering me. This is, based on experience. I'm not just neglecting myself here. I know I spend 3 times that on a pair of shoes, but regardless, I feel like I have done my experiences that it's not worth it for that extra fancy office chair. Could be wrong. I may not be walking next week, but we'll see. So you were talking about having friends over for poker, which sounds like fun. I hope that went well. I have to say that after watching that movie with you about foodies, that comedy horror, that when you started talking about the food you're going to prepare, it made me think of that. And I thought, boy, it would be great to see him die in a flagration when talking about his stuffed dates and homemade hummus. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Curling. Yes, so I hope the curling goes well. I actually watched some curling highlights recently when my brain was dead, which brings me to what's going on here, dead brain and all. This jet lag has been kicking my butt. Yesterday, well, partially I've been trying to fast and balance that, and I realize you're exempt from fasting with travel, with various types of I don't know what the exact rules are, but and I've tried to be mindful of that and not kill myself. But boy, yesterday I was so tired in the afternoon and evening, and when I finally went to bed, I couldn't get warm. And I think I just need to actually eat because I haven't been able to sleep at night. Last night, actually, I slept really well. I slept a good 8 hours. But previously, I'd been sleeping like between 5 and 6 hours a night, if that. And it just caught up with me yesterday. And especially afternoon, I was toast. And I was trying to fast, and I ended up eating just because my body felt like my body was shutting down a little bit, which may be a little dramatic, but yeah, I just try to pay attention to what's going on, and it's hard to tell because fasting is hard, and you feel it, but I don't want. I enjoy that process, and I don't want to just use the traveling as an excuse to not have the enjoyment that I get out of that challenge. So the other thing we did yesterday with regards to the house was Oh, the wind just picked up. I mean, it's a really interesting noise. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick that up. That was pretty cool. We looked at flooring. So we're talking about the two things that we're kind of looking at doing while we're here is lining up, having some flooring done, and also doing some light fixtures. So the flooring's going to be expensive, but we went in and talked to somebody yesterday, and I'm curious actually your take on this, because my aesthetically, like, I want wood and slate floors, but the reality is, if we're renting this place out, if for several months of the year, people who we don't know are staying here, wood floors are going to get trashed. And we were talking to the guy, and so he was giving us, he wasn't really giving us the hard sell, but he was advocating for these vinyl. They call it luxury vinyl tiles. If that's not marketing, I don't know what is. But we looked at that and we're thinking maybe that would be a smarter choice. It's a little less expensive, but it's more about the fact that we know from the hardwood floors we have in Pendleton that they get dinged up, and if you have people in the house who don't care about your house, they're going to get destroyed. And so it seems to me that maybe the vinyl tiles might be a better option in the long term. And they look pretty nice. They're not. It's just not the same, but it's close. And laminate flooring's okay as well. But Anyway, so I'm curious what your thoughts on that are. We actually looked at some. We're going to have a guy come out Monday and go through the house and take measurements and give us an estimate. I did look up costs online, and I think it's a number that's going to make me want to throw up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so hopefully today will be a nice day. It's looking gorgeous. Maybe I'll take a shot of the clouds up here because they're getting a little pink. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Talk to you tomorrow.